Hey there, everybody. It's Sam again, coming at you with another episode of my daily devlog. Here in episode 4, there's been more interesting developments than yesterday, and allow me to get into that. So the first thing you'll notice is that there's an actual background now. This is just placeholder assets that I got from the Unity store. I just needed a way to define the field because I was tired of having a grid overlay constantly. The reason for this is that I was getting tired of looking at the ugly grid lines, so I went ahead and get rid of that. You'll notice that there are a couple new buttons here. I call these tools at the moment. So the tools are the same build and demolish modes from before, except they're much more user-friendly. When you're in build mode, you can place buildings just like before, and when you're in demolish mode, you can demolish them just like before, except I have it bound to the left mouse button again. In the future, I'm going to make it so buildings that you hover over are highlighted, and they will also appear red when you're about to demolish them. And they'll have like a little indicator and whatnot, but this is just a proof of concept here. You'll also notice that I've made this lovely grid pattern. I whipped this together in Photoshop over the course of about 20 minutes or so, and I added a nice fade effect. So this is very pleasing to me. I think it looks quite nice. There is one other thing I have to show you. Ta-da! Okay, so these are clearly not finished, but these are rudimentary little chickens. They don't do anything but periodically lay an egg. In the future, they are not only going to be like fully functional and move around the map and such, but I just needed the player to have a way to actually generate income. I'm going to make them purchasable through the shop here. This is going to be greatly expanded over the next few episodes, I feel. Now, I did come across a bit of a crossroad here. You're probably wondering to yourself why I'm not just rotating the building right here, or have a feature for that yet. Well, that's because that is entirely dependent on the perspective that I would like to have for the game. Doing a top-down would be a lot easier on me, art-wise, because when you're doing a true top-down, you can just rotate that object in all four directions, and it doesn't really matter. But if you were to go for like a semi-isometric perspective like RimWorld, for instance, you would not only need a sprite here that shows the front of the building, but you would also need a separate sprite for showing the two other sides of the building, and one more for the back. So that would be triple the sprite draw workload for something so minuscule. It doesn't really seem worth the effort to me, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this a true top-down game, perhaps. Or I will keep the isometric perspective, the pseudo-isometric perspective, but you will not be able to rotate buildings. I would actually like your opinion on what I need to do for this. Do I do a true top-down perspective and allow rotating objects, or do I ignore rotation in favor of a more appealing perspective? Okay, so that's about all I have to show for you for the day. I will catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.